Sorry, just finishing off a Chewit. I've got some fruit salad Chewits. I haven't had these for a while. They're freaking good. Boom, 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 Chenka. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Piginated with another video for you. This evening, we're just talking about the latest Manchester United news. And obviously, there is still a bit of sort of possible transfer stuff going on because of the current domestic market. And also a couple of the other leagues around Europe being currently open. So we will talk a little bit about that. And also just the general Manchester United news of the day. That's what we're going to be doing, during the season. There'll be some sort of videos. Just if there is news throughout the day, if there's quotes from people, if there's goings on, we will let you know what's happening with the Manchester United News Daily. How are we all doing today? Jim Joe Bobley, Ryan Burberspin 9, Tonk Nash, Brandon C, Joshua Whitfield, Abhinav Kirtapal, Illy United, Sandeep Barrage, Wakey Wang, The Big Fish, well hello there, Ibsidat. It's great to have you all in here. Thank you very much for stopping by. Welsh Red as well. Smash that like button, lads and lasses. Smash that like button, lads and lasses. Leave a little thumbs up on it if you haven't done so already. And let's get into the news. So then, as you can see by the thumb, I just want to sit here and eat all of these guys, but I can't. I can't have to do a video. Ooh. But anyway, look, Lingard to Porto on loan. There's some sort of possibility of it anyway. Look, I mean, I just wanted to get on here and talk about it because it's being reported by Rob Dawson from ESPN that FC Porto are interested in a season-long loan for Jessie Lingard, which is obviously quite interesting. I mean, look, you have to remember that Lingard aligned himself with Raiola a little while ago in terms of an agent, and it was expected that there would be some sort of move away. It hasn't materialised in this window, probably due to the fact that he's on a ridiculous amount of money, which he's just not worth, if we're being totally honest. So, that's probably the biggest stumbling block in getting a move away for Jessie Lingard. But potentially for a loan move for a season, United do have an option to extend his contract, which actually finishes at the end of this season. But we've got the option to extend it. Who knows if United are going to want to extend it. He is, I guess you could say, maybe call him an asset. Could you? Could you call Jessie Lingard an asset? I'm not so sure if you could call Jessie Lingard an asset. But either way, Jessie Lingard maybe... Excuse me. Jessie Lingard may be going to go to Porto on loan or somewhere else. You would think that would be the case because he's just not going to play for Manchester United this season. If he had any sort of ambition as a player, you would think that he would look to go somewhere else in this window. Because, like we've just looked at, the players we've got come in, Police Street. I mean, to be fair, actually, this is the problem that Manchester United have right now. We've had Andreas Pereira go. We've got Police Street come in, who's this 18-year-old lad. We've also got Traoré signed, but he's not coming until January. So if you factor that in, it's like, well, Jessie Lingard actually is quite useful at the moment. As mental as that is, we've got a lot of games and a lot of competitions, League Cup games here and there, whatever, loads of different tournaments to play in, and Jessie Lingard is paid big money. He's on 130 grand a week. Unless somebody wants to come like Porto and pay that sort of money, it would be foolish to maybe go and allow Jessie to go and play somewhere else and pay the wages of the lad to go and play for them. So Jessie Lingard to me is always going to be that player that is pretty much surplus to requirements at United these days, but he's been a decent player in the past, but I just think now is the time that he moved on. And if it was perhaps a loan move with some sort of option to buy, that would be absolutely spot on. As we know, the transfer window is closed in England, but if you look at the other leagues around Europe, Holland, I think theirs finished today actually, but Portugal is open for a little while longer. I think it's to the 17th possibly. So Portugal is still able to buy players from other domestic leagues, like our domestic league, and sign them before that registration date. So it's possible that one of these players at Manchester United could end up at a Portuguese team or something like that. And it's being reported, as I say, by Rob Dawson, that Lingard to Porto is a possibility because Porto is supposed to be interested in taking him on loan. Now, I'm not too sure why they'd be interested in it. They must have been smoking the odd crack pipe or something like that again. But either way, Porto looking to get something in the opposite direction. Tellez, obviously, we just done a bit of business with them. So you think negotiations would be possible. Debbie Elder, how are you doing this evening? Eddie O2's in the gaff. What's going on, Eddie O2? Good to see you, mate. Mark Voot, Brandon C, Blessing Gee. When are we playing FIFA? It's going to be at about 5 to midnight, my friends. We start at 5 to midnight. That's right. The United Way's in the house. John, how's it going, mate? Eddie United, Jim Joe Bobley, Ryan Bubspin 9, Mark Voot, CJ Lendon 89. It's great to have you all in here. Thank you very, very much for stopping by. Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't done so. Give it a share on social media if you can too. But anyway, let's get into it. So, what do you think about it, lads and lasses? I mean, bearing in mind the squad that we've got at the moment. So we do have Greenwood who can play. Let's just say Jessie Lingard can play anywhere across the front three because he can really. He can play in the CAM role. He can play in the right wing role or the left wing role. Really, you can use him pretty much any way you want him to. So he's a versatile player. He's useful. He can come on. He can press. He's got bags of energy. But that's pretty much it with Jessie Lingard. Headless chicken springs to mind. You know, or a headless turkey maybe. I don't know. But either way, he's some sort of headless bird. Bernard Matthews would love him. But certainly, he's not really lived up to it for United. And it's time that he probably did go, but on a permanent move, I would imagine. You know, I'm looking at this loan deal that's on the table here from Porto. I'm thinking, yeah, that gets him off of the books and gets him out of our hair for a season. But then what happens? Well, are they just going to let his contract run out because it ends next summer? So there you go with Jessie Lingard. It's a possibility. Let's have a little vote in the live chat, lads and lasses. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we should keep Jessie Lingard this season. Smash a 2 in the live chat if you think if the opportunity to go on loan to Porto is there, we should let him go on loan. Because we didn't actually sign Sancho or any of these players that we actually really needed, unfortunately. So there you go, look. I mean, lots of 2s coming in here. Mark Voot, Tonk Nash, Stephen Duffy, Georgie Best, all with the 2s there. High Time says 1 all day long. All day long. 2, he should pack his bags and go. Look, I mean, look. To be fair, there's a lot more 1s coming through now than there was the other day, simply to the fact probably because our transfer window was pretty bad. And Andreas Pereira's gone, who's a similar sort of player in that sort of position. So we do have the need for depth. But if you think about the players at United now that should be ahead of Jessie Lingard, it is, who is it? It's Juan Mata would definitely get ahead of Jessie Lingard in any position there. I'd definitely rather play Daniel James even at this point, really, because at least he's got potential for the future. Jessie Lingard doesn't even have that because he's like 27 now. I'd also look at maybe playing, definitely Greenwood ahead of Lingard. Basically he's like 5th choice, isn't he, in which any position you want to put him in. But still, it's quite useful to have that level of player in there. Kayam says, I would sell Lingard for a pack of Mr. Kiplings. Which kind, though? Which kind, Dan? V&S Wells? Cherry Bakewells? French Fancies? I don't know. I mean, it depends on the... You know, I don't think I could give up a whole box of French Fancies. 8 Mr. Kipling French Fancies for Jessie Lingard. No, I'm talking about 2 V&S Wells and maybe a Walnut Whip or something, my friend. That's about as much as I'd stump up. Eat, Sleep, United, Repeat. What's going on? He says, been a great servant, but it's time for a new challenge. And go thrive elsewhere. Absolutely. Get your thoughts and opinions in there, lads and lasses, about Jessie Lingard. Because you're right, East Sleep United, Repeat. He has been a good servant over the years. He has actually played for England. He has had a really good career for United. He scored a bunch of important goals, such as in an FA Cup final. So Jessie Lingard will have like a bit of folklore in United history for sure. Because of his impact that he's had in certain games and the fact that he's just been sort of this meme character for the last year. Somewhat of a Lord Bentner. You know, he's the modern Lord Bentner. He's the kid's Lord Bentner, this guy. So that's what it is with Jessie Lingard. He's a nice guy. You know, he's had off-the-field problems as well. We don't want to slag Jessie Lingard off the pitch, really. You know, he might be a bit immature, say. Who isn't? I'm certainly not the most mature of people. But Jessie, yeah, he takes it to a new level. But anyway, but that's not the point I'm making. The point is, he's on the pitch. He's absolutely freaking gashtastic. He smells the place up. And it has to be said, it's not a good smell. So I don't like it. I don't like when he's playing. I don't like when he's selected. As far as I'm concerned, these kids that have come into the side now, whether it's Pellistri or Traore in January or whoever else it may be, I've got a good feeling that these guys should be going way in, banging ahead of Jessie Lingard in the pecking order. So to me, Jessie Lingard had a good career at United, but yeah, time to move on. Tonk Nash says youth defo. There you go. So you'd rather put the opportunities and give the opportunities and put the faith in the youth at this stage than all the rest of the melters that have been proven gash. See, Solskjaer's done a decent job of getting out the deadwood this summer. not necessarily this summer, but overall the course of his managerial career. It's difficult to get rid of the proper deadwood like Phil Jones and Lingard and these guys because they're on so much money. So his hands are kind of tied on that one. It's like we're understood we might have been able to put a bigger bid in for Sancho, but it all hinged on, can we get all of these guys that are sucking the resources out of our club off of our books? Can we move some of these hangers on, some of these Klingons on? Can we move them on? And the answer to that was pretty much no. We did get Andreas Pereira away. We did get Diogo Dalot away, and we did get Alexis Sanchez away, and Chris Smalling. So we got rid of 4 players in this window. But other than that, there's still about 4 players, in my opinion, that shouldn't be here either, and that should definitely be moved on. Whether it be your Rojos, your Phil Joneses, or Romero, who's looking for a move away too, which we'll get on into a bit. But definitely Manchester United should be looking to move a few more players on ASAP. Jessie Lingard, if an offer came in for Porto, accept the offer! You know what I mean? If an offer came in from Porto for Jessie Lingard, you have to accept that offer. There's no way you should just let him stay here, even if he is like paying 50% of his wages, really, just to get him gone, man. And then he's gone for the end of next season because his contract runs out. So to me, it's a no-brainer, my friends. Just if the opportunity presented itself, if any team that still was allowed to sign players this window wants to take Jessie Lingard on loan, then I would suggest they go and do that, you know. Disco Dave, how are you doing? Gaz Newton, what's crackalacking? Honey Badger, Vincent Bullock, JJ Powell, Aaron Homeyard. He comments, I do like J Lings, but I feel he hasn't done enough for our club. And I think it's time for him to go. Spot on, I would say, with that Aaron Homeyard. Yeah, you know, he's a nice enough lad. He's done some interesting things in the past for this football club. He's had an impact as a player. He's left his mark. But yeah, the mark is kind of a horrible stain. It's not the best mark. It's not like a great mark. It's a stain of a mark. But either way, it's a mark. So he's left a mark on Manchester United. And good luck to him, actually. I'm just joking around, you know. Good luck to him. I hope. Look. He still might not be going anywhere, everybody. There's a very good chance that Manchester United are just going to be stuck with Jessie Lingard until the end of his contract. It wouldn't surprise me, in all honesty, with our club, if we offered him a new contract. But do you think Jessie Lingard's getting a new contract? Because he's only got a year left. We do have the option to extend that contract. But would you extend a contract? Would you extend a contract for 130 grand a week? Because those are the terms. You can't renegotiate. The contract extension is the extension. So would you extend a contract for Jessie Lingard, knowing that he's on, I think it's 120 grand a week, actually not 130, I think that's Phil Jones. I think it's either 100 or 120 grand a week for Jessie Lingard, which is pretty mad. So would you extend that contract? Let's have a little answer. Let's have a little answer in the live chat then. Smash a yes or a no. Would you extend Jessie Lingard's contract? Because we have the option to extend it for 1 year for 120 grand a week or 100 grand. Let's say it's 100 grand a week. Look at all these no's coming in here. That's so funny. Lee Lim, Powell Brick, Vincent Bullock, John says no. Jim Joe Bobley, Liam, Ian Barron, Atrex says, they all say no, Deadwood. Thank you, Ashley Jenkins, for getting in here. He says yes, so you would do. What are the grounds for that then, Ashley Jenkins? Just because you don't think we've got enough good options in the team right now, which is a fair, it's a fair point. Jessie is actually an experienced player within this side. Now, he might not show that maturity out there on the pitch or indeed off the pitch that much, but he is an experienced player in that side. He is potentially a big player in the dressing room. So quite interesting, really. Quaffle Videos, he says he's good depth. That's true, he is good depth. Sometimes you need to play to bring on at the end of the game and see the game out. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, I said it before, there is a place for Jessie Lingard at Manchester United. It just so happens that place is playing in the Carabao Cup against Kettering Town. That is the place for Jessie Lingard at this club, and that role of the club shouldn't be occupied by somebody that's being paid 6 figures a week, I'm sorry to say. It should be occupied by a young, up-and-coming player, somebody like a Pellistri, or somebody like this who's going to get really good game time and needs the game time and needs the experience, because he's not really going to offer you any less than Jessie. No disrespect to Jessie, but he's not the most intelligent of footballers. Like, he doesn't have the creative brain. He's decent on the ball, and he's actually good when it comes to off the ball. Jessie Lingard's very good. He puts in a great shift every single time. I never have an issue with his effort levels ever. He's always working his socks off. Whereas other players like Pogba, it doesn't matter how much talent they have, sometimes it just looks like he's fanning around. Whereas Lingard, he's always running like an absolute lunatic. And Lingard sort of reminds me of like that little chihuahua or something like that. who's just really like eager and really just, just a little bit yappy and just bags of energy and annoying at the end of the day. And ultimately, in a dogfight, he's going to get his face mauled off. That's basically how I feel with Jessie Lingard when you're putting him out there on the pitch. If you put a Chihuahua up against a pit bull, I don't really fancy the Chihuahua's odds, what I'm saying. And that's sort of how I feel like when we go out into battle with Jessie Lingard on the front line. I kind of feel like we're going into battle with a spoon, with a spoon in a sword fight. Nobody needs that. So, Jessie to me, he's a decent character, but time is up, my friends. Matty the Rush Meister! How you doing, Matty? Great to see you this evening. How are you, mate? Great to have him in here. Mark Voot, Disco Dave, John Coles. He comments that place is in the taxi outside the ground. Oh, Philip Chapman says, need to bring on youngsters. We do. This is the thing. You can't have these older heads sitting around the squad and just completely hindering the development of these players. That's why I don't like the Cavani deal for one reason, but it's growing on me a little bit because we need some goals. But also the fact is with the Lingard situation is he would stop good young talent getting game time. We saw that last season immensely. In fact, that's a criticism that you could level at Solskjaer's door for last season. You can't really criticise him too much, I don't think. I know people like to. I can't think of many reasons to criticise Ole Gunnar Solskjaer other than maybe he stuck with some players that he shouldn't have stuck with last season and didn't give enough opportunities to some of the younger players, namely Angel Gomez and Tahith Chong. Last season, that's my opinion. Now, you can say Angel Gomez and Tahith Chong are shite, fair enough. We didn't see a great deal when we did see them. But if they'd have had all the opportunities that Jessie Lingard had last year, you would have probably seen a lot more development and maybe a lot more qualities from Angel Gomez and Tahith Chong than you would have done from Jessie Lingard. And if you hadn't have done, if it's just more of the same shit, well, you would have definitely got at least the same as Jessie Lingard. Because Jessie Lingard last season offered us this. Jessie Lingard offered us, actually no, I think he got one goal. Yeah, he scored the last goal of the campaign. So he got one goal, no assists. That was his Premier League contribution for Manchester United last year. Absolutely bloody gash-tastic, my friends. And yet he was getting played quite regularly, if we're being honest, by Solskjaer at times. Not towards the end of the season, because I think Solskjaer just completely lost the faith in him. But in the middle of the season and stuff, Jessie Lingard was being selected ahead of players like players like Tahith Chong and Angel Gomez, and there's no good reason for it really, other than the fact that he's a bigger name on bigger money. So pretty gash-tastic, really. We've got a super chat here from Atrex. Thank you very much, Atrex. Let me get this tea down. My throat's getting mashed in again. Need to coat it with some of that golden goodness. That sounded messed up, didn't it? I'm not into golden showers. I was never confused. Anyway, Atrex says, do you reckon Ollie will be going to a back five? I want to see the captaincy moved on. Maguire is no leader. Ended up drinking... Hold on. I ended up drinking my sorrows away last night. Oh, I don't blame you, dude. I really don't blame you, man. It was one of those absolutely gash-tastic, frustrating games of football. So, very depressing on a Sunday. Manchester United. I know. Oh, no, you're on about the window. Oh, yeah, you're on about the window. Yeah, I don't blame you. It was just generally a double whammy, wasn't it? Because we had that Sunday gash-tastic game against Spurs getting battered 6-1. And then the next day we had just a completely gash-tastically shite window. So, yeah... Eddie says Pigo's drinking his golden tea. Ryan says golden showers. Honey Badger says you pay extra for that in Vegas, Pig. Heiko Firestorm Tiger, what's going on, buddy? He says skepticism about squad building with the ensemble remains. All bits and pieces. Yes, thank you very much, Heiko Firestorm Tiger, for getting in here. Kelly Clough, how are you this evening? Depressing evening for sure. Let's wake up a little bit, guys. Let's get happy. Yeah? Kind of hard to, isn't it? Kind of hard to as a United fan right now, because I don't think we set ourselves up well for the season at all. I feel like we've proper mashed up the season. Sorry, lads and lasses, I've still got a cold, lads and lasses. I'm absolutely ill. My throat is mashed up. I have snot coming out of me. I'm feeling rancid, but, you know, I'm soldiering on. I should probably take some sort of paracetamol or something like that. TalkMU says, Pig, Ollie is going to be sacked in the next 2 weeks, and that's why we didn't get Sancho. Oh, all right then, TalkMU. Where are you hearing this one from, bro? The Mirror, The Sun. One of these bullshit rags that have been reporting this nonsense today, my friends. Oh, right, yeah, we're going to get that melt Pochettino in who hasn't won a bloody tea bag. Speaking of tea, he has never won anything, that man. Okay, Solskjaer's not really won much either, but at least he did win the Norwegian League. Okay? No, seriously though, look, Solskjaer's the right fit for this club right now. We're trying to do things a little bit differently. This is a mass rebuilding process. We need patience in the manager. The problem is not the coaching staff and it's not the manager, in my opinion. The problem is the owners. We need to improve this side periodically every single window. Have we done that this window? Not to a good enough standard. No, we've not improved the key areas that we needed. We didn't add the puzzle pieces, my friends. We did not add the puzzle pieces at all. Hey everyone, I can see there's over 200 of you watching this video right now. Please do us a massive favour and smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes on the vid. Leave a little thumbs up rating on it if you haven't done so already. And give it a share if you can. And get involved in this interactive comment section also. John Cole says, full kudos for being live, Pig. Wish United put the same effort in. Thank you very much, John Coles. You know, it's not that hard, mate. I just go a couple of times a day. I'm actually doing a FIFA stream straight away after, well, not straight away, but a little while after this video as well later on. So if anybody's around for that, please do get involved. DHR Clips Gaming says, hey, Pig, can I have a shout out, please? Shout out to DHR Clips Gaming. That's right. Ashley Jenkins says, get rid of Bambi in midfield. I guess you're talking about Paul Pogba then. It must be. Because he's the only player that resembles a newborn baby deer out there on ice. You know what I mean? With those limbs flapping around. I used to say the same thing about Marouane Fellaini. And with good reason. Although he was more of a newborn baby giraffe. But either way, Paul Pogba, he is a newborn baby deer of a human out there when I was looking at him on the pitch. He was moving all over the place like he was on a sheet of ice. So I'm very disappointed with his performance the other day against Spurs and generally his performances this season. If you're talking about him, Ashley Jenkins, I agree with you because I do think that we need somebody in there with a little bit more guile, a little bit more bottle, a little bit more effort, if anything, and a little bit more inspiration, you know? He shouldn't just be getting down and out and have his heads gone and just give up in games, which is what you saw him do when we went 3-1 down at Spurs. Paul Pogba just absolutely gave up. Mr. Ipswich Town, he says, bring back Fellaini. Oh, Michael Collins, how you doing, Mickey C? He comments Logba. Yeah, he was a bit of a log in the centre of the park the other day. Bit of a shame. Bernard Hudson says Pogba is a complete melt. A little bit harsh, Bernard Hudson, but, you know, I'd say 90%. 90% club. Well, hello there. He says, don't be disrespecting Fellaini the legend, Pig. Oh, I would never think of actually doing that. Do you know what? I would actually, but in all honesty, I actually think Marouane Fellaini's career at United was an underrated one. He was actually quite important for us in a bunch of games. Now, he wasn't a United player, and it was a wrong signing to begin with. Allowing David Moyes to bring that melt in. And bringing that melt in to begin with, and David Moyes was the big issue as well. But certainly when it came to Fellaini, he always had a decent effect in our team. You know, it might have just been sticking him off the bench up top there and using that gravitational pull of that dome of his. But either way, he definitely did have a positive impact in a bunch of games. Zive says Pogba is a bit dodge. Fergie's son says Pogba is a baller. He is, but he's not a regular baller. He's a baller who only really feels up for balling when his balls are feeling like they want a ball. You know what I mean? Usually, that's not the case. Only occasionally does his balls want a ball. Other times, they shrivel up into raisins, my friend. It's not good. And we need to do something about his mental attitude, I think, out there on the pitch. Because if you're talking about a player wearing their heart on their sleeves out there on the pitch, I mean, he does, but in a very negative way. He wears it like, oh, can't be, you know, oh. It's just sort of like that out there for me with Paul Pogba. I'm really frustrated with him half the time watching him. He's one of the most frustrating players to watch. Absolute snot attack. Fergie's son, Hossemoir, what's going on? He says Pogba is dab. Atrex in the gaff. In the United, Pog virus is a melter. Wow. VK Dean comments, Pogba is that one kid that bats in cricket and then goes home when it's time to ball and field. He's a liability in midfield. Yes, that's a good analogy there, VK Dean. That's it. He likes doing the he's a Hollywood player, basically. He likes doing the exciting stuff and he hates doing the rest of it. Blitz in the house, what's going on? He comments, can we get Saar? or Brooks. We can do, yeah. There's still the domestic window open to the 16th, so there's still a few players that we could go out there and get in this window, well, the domestic window, and that would be some players from the Championship. So people like Cantwell from Norwich, people like Sarr, of course, Brooks. So these players are available for Manchester United to go and get if we do need to add a little bit more depth. So that's another reason why I think maybe the Lingard deal could happen, because if United do get Ismaila Sarr, which is a player that they obviously bid for yesterday, and it was rejected because we offered a season-long loan with an option to buy and they weren't interested in that. But if we did do that, then there's every possibility that Lingard might be going on loan to Porto if they were to come in and put in a proper offer, which is understood that they are interested in that deal at the moment. So we'll keep you up to date with what happens with that. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot of business going on in the next few days at all with United. I feel like we've got all of our business done. Maybe we will get Ismaila Sarr, and if we do get Ismaila Sarr or a player from the Championship, we obviously will let you know on the channel. And if we do sell another player as well, or loan a player out, such as Jessie Lingard, we'll obviously let you know on the channel. But it's been reported by Rob Dawson at ESPN anyway. Mark O, he says, mate, Ollie's staff are terrible. Who are you referring to here? Mickey Phelan? Mickey Phelan was under Fergie. He is Mr. Manchester United. What about Michael Carrick? He's the link. He's the link between the current regime and the old. And the play anyway. I know okay, but how can we really coach the players to do their individual errors that they did the other day? I understand what you're saying. We've got to do better. Well, we did do better towards the end of last season. So let's just see how we are when we get back into things. Hey, it's Dimas Marcigo and Ellie's in the gaff. What's going on? Dimas Marcigo comments, Piggy mate. See Romero's wife hating on Glazer's glory Man United. Yeah, dude. Fair play to the bird. I really do think that she's absolutely spot on. We have treated Romero pretty badly, my friends. I mean, smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we've done Romero pretty dirty in this window. We should have allowed him a move, in my opinion. He's done so much for this football club. He was happy being second choice at a massive club. You know, he's playing in the Europa League and cup games and stuff like that, winning trophies, playing in finals of Europa Leagues and winning trophies. So he would be content with that at a big club like Manchester United. But what he is not content with is being third in line. He doesn't want to be third in line. He doesn't want to just sit there. I admire him because you often say, oh, where's the ambition of somebody to be the second keeper at United? But actually, he's maybe not good enough to be the first keeper at a massive club, but being the second keeper at a massive club gives you opportunities to win big things. And he's obviously ambitious. He's a very ambitious player. So that's one thing I have to say is positive about Sergio Romero. Another thing that's positive about him is his service to this football club has been second to none, really. Like, say what you want, he's always stepped in whenever done whatever's been asked of him. He's always stepped in. He's never caused a problem. I can't remember any incidents off the field, nothing. He's been a professional and he's done his job and he's won a bunch of things for United. And it's not been a great period of success for the club, but he played his part in some of that success. So to me, I say he's a good lad and we stitched him up bad. Yeah, that's right. We have done. We stitched him up badly, So he's another one, lads and lasses. If we've got anything to go by and we think that this Manchester United board might have a bit of cojones and a little bit of character, which they probably don't because we know that they don't. But if that is the case, then they might actually get another move for Romero as well this window. We'll see. Romero might be going out as well. We understand that there's some rumblings that there could be another loan move or something like that materialising. We're talking about Jessie Lingard, obviously, but Romero's want away. We didn't let him go. So if a club wants Romero and maybe we have to pay some of his wages for him to go and play there, because let's face it, if it's the Portuguese league or one of the leagues where the window's still open, they're probably not going to be able to afford Sergio Romero's wages because he's on quite big money for the level of keeper that he is, really, because that's what United do. We pay loads of money for players. So we would probably have to pay some of his wages, but I think we should do that. We should give him the opportunity to go and play. We shouldn't just stitch him up, really. Kelly Clough agrees. Cantona7, how you doing, agrees. Primot agrees. Vincent Bullock, Dimas Marcigo says done him dirty. Tonk Nash, DL Bia, Ollie In, John, Edward. Reed says, no, we haven't done that. We haven't done them dirty. Gasby says, yes, we have. Ewan Kennelly. Hey, guys, thank you very much for voting there. I think we are all more or less agreed that Manchester United should have let him go and stop being a complete bloody melter. High Times United, what's going on? He says, shout out to the Bacon Brigade. Up the pigs. Come on, get in there, High Times United. Thank you very, very much for that, dude. I really appreciate that. Come on, shout out to all the Bacon Brigade, all the legends that support this channel, and not just the channel members such as yourself, High Times United, you know, but also just everybody else that gets in here, you know, all the other members of this channel that watch this channel who are not channel members. It's not, the Bacon Brigade is all encompassing, you know what I mean? So just to be clear, it's not just the channel members. The Bacon Brigade is the whole brigade of bacon. You know what I mean? That's here right now. So shout out to you all. Thank you very much for that, dude. Very, very kind of you. Ryan Berberspin 9, lad. Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan. Gets in there with a super chat, lad. Thank you very much, Ryan. He says, F the Glazers and Woodward. Ollie in. And he's stuck down those green and gold United shields as well. Come on, everybody get the green and gold out. I want to see the green and gold out. I want to see a sea of green and gold. Because you're absolutely spot on, my friend. I don't even know if I can do that on the computer. Actually, no, I can't. But spank me with a sea of green and gold. You know what I mean. Get the sea of green and gold in there, lads and lasses. That's right. Love hearts like Jim Joe Bobby's acceptable also. But thank you for all stopping by. Smash the like if you're getting in here tonight, and we'll get into the rest of the transfer news now. So then, let's have a look. So, of course, we've talked about FC Porto showing interest in Jessie Lingard for a season-long loan. Also, Dembele once again turned up for Barcelona training before returning home due to discomfort. So pretty weird stuff that's going on there with Dembele. Is he injured? I don't know. Is he pissed off? I don't really know what's going on. Is he throwing his toys out the pram? But it's been reported that Ousmane Dembele, the target that we were trying to agree terms with Barcelona for, once again turned up for Barcelona training before returning home due to discomfort. So I don't know if he's, if he's had a particularly spicy curry last night and he needed to turn home because he was having an episode, but I don't know. Snap Film Walk, what's going on, Snap Film Walk? Legends. Josh as well, what's going on? Josh Galloon says, like your channel, don't eat pork though. Hey, that's fine, we accept even vegans on this channel, to be fair. As long as they can accept the name, we'll accept vegans on this channel, my friend, so no worries about that. Nice one, Matty Rush. Aaron Homeyard, Disco Dave, getting those green and gold shields in there. Yes, lads and lasses. Okay, then let's get on to the rest of the news then. So Ousmane Dembele, that's pretty weird. Whatever. Edinson Cavani is known as El Matador, the killer. It's a nickname that I like. When asked what nickname does he have, he said this. I like to be called El Matador, the killer. It's a nickname that I like. Pretty sinister from Edinson Cavani there, my friends. I just wanted to bring that up. That is Don Piglioni-esque. I mean, somebody asked him, "What do you have any nicknames or anything?" He says, El Matador, the killer. It's a nickname that I like. A similar vibe to sort of, I'd imagine, like, I don't know, Antonio Banderas in Assassins or something like that. Just real sinister, man. But anyway, Edinson Cavani, the Matador, that's what we got to call him from now on. El Matador. El Matadore. Yeah, Marco says, big up the vegetabilists. Hey, nice one. Yeah, no, fair play. Look, each to their own. If you're just a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever, spot on. I actually fully respect that. Well, vegetarians, vegans, I don't really, Anyway, I don't want to offend anyone, but Nick M says, Cavani likes ballet dancing, mate. Hope Keane doesn't find out. It's probably good for the eye to foot coordination, my friend, and staying nimble. I think Giggsy did a bit of that, didn't he? Or was it yoga? I can't remember now. DHR Clips Gamer says 50k subs by the end of the year. Dude, that'll be a bit mental. I'm actually, just to let everybody know my targets for this channel, next year, 2021, the end of 2021, I'd like to get to 50k. I think that's realistic. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's taken me 7 years to get to 30, so it's not that realistic to get to 50 in another year. But that's my goal anyway. That is my goal. But thank you so much for that, Ryan Burberspin 9. F the Glazers and Woodward out, Ollie in. Oh my days! Matty the Rushmeister! You absolute lunatic. Everybody put one of these in there for Matt Rush and his incredible gesture. Are they not letting you... Can you not comment anymore, Matt Rush? Is it not letting you comment on Super Chats? That's really weird, isn't it? But either way, thank you so much for that, Matt Rush. That's absolutely mental. He's just dropped down 40 bones there like it's nothing. Dude, thank you so much. He says, sorry I can't put a message. No worries at all, man. I just want to say thank you so much for your help over the window as well with all your great information. Look at all those love hearts coming in for you there. Kenny Clough, Aaron Homer, George Best, Eddie United, Philip Chapman, John Hinton, Kyan, Paul Vanderbeek, Jim Joe Pobley, Marco, Eddie O2, Disco Dave, VK Dean, Matt the Rushmeister, DHR Clips. Dude, thank you very, very much for that. That's so kind of you. You're honestly too kind. You guys are too kind. Thank you. Right then, the latest news also, Harry Maguire, get this. So, from now on, we will call Cavani El Matadore. What should we call Matt Rush? Matt Rush needs a badass nickname as well. I know we call him Matty the Rushmeister, but I think we should call him something like La Cobra or something like that, you know, or like El Matador or something, you know, something a bit badass. Have a little think about it in the live chat, something that might be appropriate. Right then, okay, let's have a look then. So Harry Maguire was offered to Manchester United. This is from Ducker, from the Telegraph. You know Telegraph, Ducker. James Ducker. Anyway, and he said that Manchester United were offered Harry Maguire for £15 million in 2017. And we didn't get him, right? Doesn't that make you just pissed off? I mean, that winds me right up. I'm not going to lie. That does wind me up. The fact that we could have got him for 15 million, and that wouldn't have been anywhere as much as a loss as it would have been for, you know. Hang on, let's read out some of these then. So thank you very much for you all for getting in here. Yeah, Abhinav Kurtipus says La Cobra. Yeah, I think that's feminine, isn't it actually? I don't know. Rush Hour 5, La Chupacabra, says VK Dean. Crocodile Dundee. Matrizio Rushmano, says Dante. Perfect. That's actually pretty awesome. Matrizio Rushmano. We're going to get over to Matrizio. Mate, my voice has gone absolutely mashed in. My voice has gone mashed. Stephen Bezic says Elvato, the dude. I like that one, Stephen Bezic. Yes, that's a good one, Elvato. Bell 166891 says, can we call Ed Special Ed? I don't know, it's not the most politically correct, actually, Bell 6891, but I like your play on words, I'm not going to lie. And it has a double meaning. Ryan Burbersmith 9 with it. There you go. We have one. It's Rushmano. Okay, from now on, everybody just refers to Matt Rush as Rushmano, please. That's it. If you're happy with that, Matt Rush, you shall be henceforth known as Rushmano on the challenge, okay? On the channel, sorry. Snap Film says, oh, Loco Rush. He crazy. Okay, excellent stuff. Mark Vu, it's great to see you in here, says Ellie. Ellie, exactly, my lovely. You're all red legends. Right back at you, Mark Vu. Great to have you a part of the channel here. Hey, over 300 of you watching now. Smash the like on the video if you haven't done so. And let's get into the rest of the news then. Let's get into the rest of the news. Some tits have just popped up on my Twitter. And I'm not talking about the Glazers, no. What the hell, man? Why is there so much boobs and stuff on Twitter? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's not really the place I expect to see a big pair of knockers. Anyway, Francesco Portillo comments, Mario Götze will be a new PSV player as reported by Rick Elfrink. Mario Götze will become a new PSV player. I just thought it was interesting because, you know, he's obviously a free transfer that was available in this window. He has not looked the best recently, I'm not going to lie. But if you actually think about what he has achieved in the game, I mean, he scored the winning goal in the World Cup final at a young age of like 20. He's still not the oldest. Let me just put a 1 in the live chat if you would have taken Mario Götze this window. Just put a 1 in the live chat. This is rancid. I mean, that's rancid. You don't get this on This Morning, do you? You know, or whatever. You don't see people just like sneezing and all stuff throughout the show. So sorry about this. I've been ill the last couple of days. Hopefully I'll be all right. I think it's all this talking doesn't help. So there you go. Not many people getting in there and saying that they would like him. Oh no, I'm going to sneeze again. Sorry, lads and lasses, I'm melting. Primot says tuna. I should probably go. Yeah, I should probably go. Nobody wants to listen to this shit. Jana Haggerty says, you sound like Boris Johnson. Dude, that is absolutely horrid. What a horrible thing to say. Hamad Khalid says, will you be doing FIFA stream? Yes, I will, Hamad Khalid. Absolutely, 5 to 12 tonight. will be getting underway. Nick M says, can he play centre-back? Who are we talking about now? Sorry, Luke Shaw. Bless you, pig. Ruthless sausages, swine flu. Sandrip Gosh says Cavani is centre-back. No, he can't play centre-back, unfortunately, no. Rooted back comments, pig mate, Pochettino won't come to United because he knows he won't be backed. He'll probably come for the money. It's one of the highest paying jobs in world football is being the manager of Manchester United, so he'd probably come for the money. Yeah, High Times United says FIFA stream, woo, highlight of the week. Oh, crikey. Asan Akhtar says, phone-ins coming soon, pig. Absolutely, mate. Probably when I'm better. But no, very soon, because obviously this transfer stuff's going to be all gone pretty much in the next couple of days. So, if you think about it, there's definitely going to be the need to do other sorts of content, get some fan opinion in there. I want to do phone-ins after games and all that sort of stuff, so we definitely will do that. Thank you, Tony Marcio. It says, fair play to you, still working. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm ill, though. So it doesn't look good, does it? It's not a good look for me. I should have got drugged up before the video, though. That's the key. I haven't had any paracetamol, any ibuprofen. I think I was just looking if I had some up here, but I need to get some. Luke Nutley comments, Ed Woodward for manager. Can you imagine that? That would be one of the worst things I could possibly imagine. I don't even care about his managerial ability. I'm just talking about looking at that face in the dugout. Ryan Burberspin 9, you bloody legend. Oh, it's the same one. Sorry. But either way, thank you so much, Ryan Burberspin 9, for your support. Unbelievable. Matty Rushmeister is 2, absolutely incredible. Chris Martin from Coldplay comments for Twanzebe. Pray for Twanzebe return after the international break. Chris Martin, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that, dude. And, I've got a little message to give you as well. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Sorry, mate. I bet you get pissed off with people comparing you to the Coldplay lead singer because you got the same name. God, sorry about that, dude. I bet that's well annoying. Anyway, thank you for getting in here, dude. Heiko says your sleep pattern is interesting, Piggy. It's messed up, dude. I'll be up all night tonight now because I didn't get up until like 3 or 4 p.m. or whenever it was. So I'm definitely having a nightmare. I'm struggling to sleep at the moment. I've got a bit of a bladder issue. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but I keep having to have regular peas at the moment, which is not good. I need to go to the doctors. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it on here. Anyway, Honey Badger says Coldplay sucks. Bit harsh, Honey Badger, bit harsh. I think they're all right. VK Dean says Coldplay classy group. George Best says Coldplay snooze fest. Well, look, they've done some decent songs. I'm not going to lie. I think they've done some decent songs. But I'm not a huge lover of them, but they've definitely done some good ones. Right, okay. What else is there? Yes, here we go then. So in regards to the package for Jadon Sancho, one of the reasons why it was not followed through on is simply because it would have cost nearly £200 million to get the deal done with agent fees and all this type of stuff, or euros, sorry. That's what's being reported here. I find that pretty ridiculous, but that can't be legit. But either way, it would have cost actually a lot more than what it was on the face value. So it's not just that, it's also there's add-ons and bonuses and all sorts of other shit that you have to pay. So it was understood that if we were ever going to get Jadon Sancho, we'd have had to sold more of the deadwood in this particular window. Okay, let's get on to the other big news of the day then. Manchester United, we knew this anyway because it was reported earlier. We got wind of it that Edinson Cavani has been awarded the number 7 shirt. That's 7 p.m. tonight. Manchester United tweeted it out on their official channels. And I have to personally say, I think that it is a bad look for the club for him to come in straight away there and, and get the number 7 shirt. Now, I know somebody mentioned in the previous stream the other day that Michael Owen was given the 7 shirt by Fergie. And look, I'd completely forgotten about that. She shouldn't have been given it either. So it's a vacant shirt here. The whole design of this shirt, Cavani number 7. I mean, bloody hell, if it's not designed to try and sell shirts. I have said it before and I'll say it again. If there's any melts out there who go and buy a Cavani number 7 shirt from the official Glazers website, as I like to call it, not the Man United store anymore, the official Glazers website, then you're a bunch of bloody melt bags as far as I'm concerned. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't support this atrocity signing. Because that's kind of what it is. And look, I don't want to be negative about the Cavani deal. I actually think he's going to be a good player for us. But we should have got other players in other areas, and we didn't. We cheaped out. We cheaped out at the end, and we got a cheap option. So fair enough. We saved a lot of money, and maybe we'll get this player Sancho at a later date, and hopefully he'll still be a target. But for now, we took the cheap option. That's all it is. We took the cheap option for now. So to me, he's a bit of a mercenary, but he's also a player that does play hard. So as far as a hired gun goes, you want a hired gun who's going to fight to the bitter end. And that is kind of what Cavani is. So I don't think he's a hanger-on. I don't think he's a passenger. I think he's come here to try and play some football. You know, I actually do think that. I hope so anyway. But what do you guys think about being given the number 7 shirt there? I think it's just too much too soon for somebody like Cavani. He's a bit of a mercenary coming in. I understand Michael Owen was given it, yeah. But you look at all the other players in the history of Manchester United that have worn that number 7 shirt, and it's just not the right fit for me. Why are we still talking about Coldplay? I was just joking around. Chris Martin says hashtag be kind, guys. Just calm down, all right? We're not taking the piss out of anybody for their name on this channel, okay? That's my fault. I shouldn't have said that you sounded like you were Chris Martin, okay? Rushmano, he's changed his name to Rushmano. He's a smash a like for the pig. Dude, thank you very, very much for getting in here and changing your name to Rushmano. Smash the like, everyone. If you haven't done so already, leave the thumbs up on the video. Jason Ewing comments, Cavani should not get the number 7. Illy United says 7 for Cavani is a joke. It is a bit of a joke, yeah. It's just sort of sullies the good name of the number 7 shirt, really. Leonardo Di Stefano says, boom, 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 Chenka. Akimbo says, I don't think Cavani can handle the pressure. Under pressure. Rushmano says, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Rushmano. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Kuma De Frita says, it's for sale, guys. Glazers want your money. It's for sales, guys. Exactly. They've released it on their social media tonight. And do you know what they've done as well? It's all for sales. Look, if you actually look at it's a GIF, right? Obviously, of Cavani. And then, what is it? Well, it's him facing away so you can see Cavani 7 on the back. And then it's just like siphoning between the zebra black and white kit, the red home kit, and the black kit. And it's just siphoning with Cavani 7 on the back like that with the 3 different kits. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, they just want you to buy this Cavani 7 shit now. They're putting it on there. They want you to commemorate and memorise this season by spending your hard-earned and lining the Glazers' pockets. And I think it is kind of disgusting, but there you go. That's the only reason he's got the 7. They wouldn't sell as many shirts if they gave him the number 63, would they? Or a different number, obviously. They just wouldn't give him, they just wouldn't get as much money. But if they give him the Hollywood shirt number, if they give him that number 7, they'll shift a few more units. That's how these wankers think. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think that's why they've given him the number 7. It's just to make more money. That's all it is. Sorry guys, I hate being ill on the show. It's not good. It's not good. I thought I was feeling all right earlier, but I'm melting again now. Ashi Singh says, my brother do better shopping than Woodward. My wife, sorry, not your brother. Your wife does better shopping than Woodward. Well, that's not hard. That's not hard. I mean, she could shop at the local bloody fishmongers and there alone, and she'd probably pick up better stuff than that melt. Kermit DeFrita says, yes, pig, preach, preach. Thank you, Kermit. Yeah, look at that. All the ones coming in there. Hey, thank you so much, Akimbo 2026. That's awesome of you. Thank you very much. Just loving the content, Mr. Flying Pepper Pig. No worries at all. I'll take that. Thank you. The Big Fish comments, Michael Owen had 7. I don't think it's iconic anymore. Well, that is one of the reasons why you can say that maybe that legacy died a little while ago. But you think of the players that have obviously worn the 7, whether it be your Georgie Bests or your freaking Eric Cantonars or your... you know, fucking who else is there? Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever. There's loads. So there's lots of obviously legends that have worn the number 7, David Beckham. So to me, it's very, very iconic. And there's a lot of players that haven't deserved to wear it. So really pisses me off. Yeah, George Best says Beckham, Ronaldo says Marco, absolutely. Robson says Vincent Bullock. So you're talking about a legacy at Manchester United here with that number 7 shirt. And unfortunately, He doesn't fit the bill. Now, neither did Michael Owen, but that's one in the past. Look, fair enough. Okay, look, fair enough. But he's not the right fit for the number 7. I don't care what anybody says about it. He's not the right fit for the number 7. The number 7 should represent something special at Manchester United. And Cavani's not that player. He's just the biggest name new signing that we can stick in the number 7 shirt because it's vacant, which was meant to be kept vacant for Jadon. So we can shift a few more units. Disgusting. Disco Dave says, I'm getting the 92-94 green and gold strip with Cantona 7. Great shout. Do you know what I should do, actually? You know, I've been... we need to get some proper merch, guys. We need to get some green and gold flying pig merch on the go. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. And then we could just... I think that's a good idea. Then I can profit instead of the Glazer. I'm just joking. But it wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't hurt. John Marco says, great idea. Thank you very much, Mark. Bob says, Memphis Depay was given it as well. Oh, yeah, interesting. I forgot about that one. Leonardo Di Stefano says, Pig United, what the F? Look, that's it. Marco says, add Cavani to the tainted history. I suppose it is a bit of a tainted number now, and it's a shame. JJ Powell comments, we just got rid of Sanchez wearing 7 shirt, just to give it to Cavani, Woodward's Pratt. Another mercenary for another mercenary, unfortunately. Jim Joe Bobley getting the green and gold in there. Nice one, Jim Joe. Samir Sabidi says, please don't troll Cavani before giving him time to play. Despite 0 shots on and off target by our striker in 3 matches, Martial is undroppable. Yeah, look, we'll give him a chance. I'm obviously going to give Cavani a chance. I'm not trolling him. I'm just simply saying that I don't think he's right for the number 7. The number 17 or the number whatever, yes, but not the number 7. It's too iconic. He shouldn't have been given that number. It's not right. Edward Reed says, do you think United will buy more players or is that it? I actually do. I actually do think they'll get another player before the domestic window closes. Obviously, the domestic window's open for another 10 days. So we can actually buy players from the Championship. We don't have many options from the Championship. We certainly probably won't be looking for a centre-back from the Championship. But there's a couple of wingers. There's a couple of forward players that might be of interest, such as David Brooks at Bournemouth or Ismaila Sarr at Watford, who's probably the likeliest target. If we are going to get another player, it will be Ismaila Sarr, I'd imagine, because we actually had a bid for him yesterday. He would give us a bit more depth. Traore's not coming until January. We tried to get him on a season-long loan. Maybe there's a deal to be done there. We'll see. Nice one. So, also, yeah, Axel Twanzebe will be fit again and will challenge for Manchester United's starting spot soon. This is from Mike McGrath of The Telegraph. He said in regards to Twanzebe, he'll be fit again soon. He missed the start of the season, obviously, due to injury. So, I do think that Twanzebe should be given the opportunity to play now. Whenever we've seen him, he's looked pretty good. The only other options we've got are the same old crap that we've seen before. Bailly, Maguire, Lindelof. So, it's pretty hard to say, but who would be your centre-back pairing, everyone? Get yours in. I'll just tell you mine and I'll tell you why. But it's quite hard to choose because we've got a load of crap. But I'd probably go with, and you might think this is mental, but I would probably go with, Twanzebe and Bailly, to be honest. Because I think they're both really athletic. I think they're both really quick. They're strong. They're good in the air. So I think they can defend, ultimately. I'm not so bothered about their ability on the ball. Just clear the bastard out as far as I'm concerned. I know we like to play out from the back and stuff like that, and that's great. But I'd rather our defenders actually being able to defend as opposed to being that great on the ball, which Lindelof and Maguire are, but they're also lacking in that defensive areas. So, High Times United comments, Bailly and Mengi. Interesting, yeah, Mengi's definitely a good option as well. 18 years of age could happen. Jay Finesse says Twanzebe and Maguire. Yeah, fair play. Upper Meccano and Badia Shields says Ashley Jenkins. Well, that would be the dream. Indy United says, I agree, Pig. Thank you very much. Adakwa Yeardom says, good work done, Pig. Thank you so much for that, dude. Really appreciate it, man, my man. Jim Joe Bobley says, pick who you want. The team isn't balanced. Fair point, fair point. I think also the midfield position is an issue. We needed to get a central defensive midfielder in, someone like Thomas Partey. That would have given us a good base to build on as well and protect the back four too. Instead, we opted for Donny. We didn't get that defensive midfielder, and in all honesty, Pogba is probably not up to the standard for us in that two-man midfield. Now, I like Pogba in an advanced position, but not actually playing back there where he's got any defensive duties whatsoever. Pogba shouldn't have any defensive duties at all. Nice one, Bell6891 says, was going to say Axel and Eric. Now, look, that's just in theory. We saw the other day, Bailly made an error for that goal that Son Heung-min finished really well past De Gea, because he just sort of completely went to sleep, and the ball through the middle split United's defence, and Bailly sort of stumbled. That was he's also not at fault, not completely free of fault, but he actually also in that game defended better than any of the other defenders also. There was a couple of moments throughout the game where he's really shown some good defensive displays. So to me, Bailly deserves another chance. Now, I've seen enough of Victor Lindelof to know that he's absolutely gash-tastic, and I don't want him anywhere near my side. Maguire, on the other hand, look, the jury's kind of out on Maguire a little bit. He could come good. If he could cut these stupid errors out of his game, who knows? But he's making them way too often. Way too often. And for me, he needs to be dropped. Dan Lake comments, green and gold pig merch, I'm in. Nice one. I'm going to have a look into that, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look into that. I mean, look, it might, maybe we could do it for a charity or something like that. I'm not saying I want to profit from it. Maybe we could give all profits to a local charity or something like that, in Manchester Children's Charity or something like that. But just to show the support of, for Glazers Out, man. Anyway, Rushmano, thank you very, very much, Rushmano. He gives me an update. Thank you very much, Miss Rushmano. Let me have a little refresh here and see what you're on about here. Thank you very much to Matty the Rushmeister here, a.k.a. Rushmano. So, a little bit of news here. We've got an update here. I have confirmed information about United making... What? What? In regards to... Oh, okay. So apparently there is some news. Oh, my God. About, obviously, somebody contacting... No. I don't even want to talk about this, to be honest with you. I mean, if it is true, it's disgusting. I have confirmed information about United making contact with Pochettino. This is indeed true, but there is no immediate threat for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The leaked information came from inside Old Trafford and was leaked within hours of the last transfer window. So, look, take that with a pinch of salt. A leak's a leak. It may be legit. It also may be BS. We know that the stories that were being... put out there today were from the Mirror and the Sun. So, take that with a pinch of salt as well. So, in regards to the signings, let's just have a look at this, sorry. Traore and Pellistri, are they meant to be the Sancho and Dembele alternative? Or is it a separate transfer? And basically, it's understood that those players will rotate the likes of Greenwood, Dan James and possibly Martial. Sarr could still be signed until the 16th but can't play in the Champions League. Sancho remains a target for next window. So that's what we understand right now. There is a target of Jadon Sancho coming in the next transfer window still. It makes perfect sense. As I say with the Jadon Sancho situation, the longer that contract runs down, the cheaper he's going to be. Dortmund have to sell him in this January window. If they want to get close to 100 million for him, they have to sell him in this window. He's got 2 years left on his contract. His contract ends, I think, June 2022. So he has got 2 years left. But if you think about it, in 18 months' time, a club can sign pre-contract terms with him. And in 12 months' time, his valuation probably halves because he's only got a year left on his contract and Dortmund would have to sell or extend his contract, which is unlikely at this stage because it looks like he wants to move. So United is obviously still hopefully getting Jadon Sancho. We could probably live with this. Just classic United, not prepared to spend the money like the Bruno Fernandes deal. Get him in January when he can get him for a lot cheaper. That's our style. So I'm still hoping that we get Jadon Sancho in the summer. Sorry, in the January transfer window, but it's just very, very unlikely. Oh. My throat is getting mashed up, lads and lasses. My throat is mashed. It's all this shite I've been talking for the last few weeks. Talking non-stop shite. The last few days on YouTube, not yesterday, but the few before that, I did like 10 hours of videos, guys. Just non-stop talking shit. You know what I mean? So my throat is taking an absolute pounding. That sounded messed up, didn't it? That's not what I meant. That sounded... Anyway. It's not good. It's not good. I've not been up to that, in case you thought that's what it was. Carl Lee says, remember Vidic wasn't very good in his first couple of years? I don't really remember that, Carl Lee. I'm going to be honest with you. But I'll take your word for it, bro. I've got a terrible memory. Batman Night Fan, he says, hold on a second. Stephen Best, sorry, Batman Night Fan. Where's your comment gone, bro? Where's your comment gone? Oh, Batman 33 Night. Hi, Batman here. Dude, is that Batman Night Fan or somebody else? I don't know. But Batman Fan, how's it going? Tom Palmer says, imagine if Jose wins the league with Spurs. Don't even want to think about that guff, to be perfectly honest with you. Asan Akhtar says, hit me up, pig. What's going on, Asan? Alma Chichura Kurzma De Fritas, George Best, Parol Brick, Asan Akhtar, Young Lion, G Wolf, Jason Ewing. Shit, there's a bunch of you getting in here again now. So there's over 500 of you actually. Smash the like button on the video if you haven't done so already, lads and lasses. Leave the thumbs up. So Axel Twanzebe should be coming back to fitness. Just so you know, there's some reports to say that the Chris Smalling deal, check this out. The Chris Smalling deal, 15 million euros that Roma paid to Manchester United for Chris Smalling will be payable over 4 years. 5 million euros in bonuses will be paid if Roma win the Champions League. What the fuck? It's not going to happen, is it? Anyway, this is what's reported from Phil Beer for us, so we don't know if it's 100% true, but it sounds quite interesting if they've actually agreed to sell Chris Smalling to Roma, payable over 4 years. So £15 million payable over 4 years here. That's how a lot of clubs seem to be doing the business at the moment in this current climate. So it's also understood, this is via the Transfer Podcast, that Solskjaer's position at Manchester United as Manchester United manager is currently under review. United remain in touch with Mauricio Pochettino's representatives and also other options. So all this stuff in regards to Pochettino that's been reported today, I think it's absolute drivel. And me personally, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked any time before the end of the season, like fair enough if you have an end of season review, but if he's sacked before the end of the season and he's not given the fair chance and the fair time, and we get this absolute pretender twat in there, Mauricio Pochettino, I am going to shit the bed. So I don't want to see that happening. I can't stand Mauricio Pochettino coming at United. You know, he's an alright little bloke, whatever. I'm just simply saying I don't think he's the right man for United. What's he done? He hasn't won anything, man. The only thing he's won is a dumpy Argentine competition. You know what I mean? Anyway, because he's little and dumpy. That's what I mean. Anyway, Marco says, smash it. Thank you very, very much. Luke Miles says, even though we need him this season. Who are you talking about? It better not be Poch. Batman Knight fan says, it's me. Good to see you, Batman Knight fan. Debbie Elder says, can this squad get fourth pig? I don't think so, Eddie. Sorry, not Ellie. Debbie. I don't think so, Debbie. I think it would be gashtastic if we didn't, because obviously we need to keep progressing. But I actually don't think we're going to. I mean, I don't see us finishing in the top 5 because this United side doesn't have the qualities at the back required to really mount a serious challenge this season. We have the same defensive vulnerabilities we had last season or the start of this season. We should have improved. We have got Alex Telles, that's one addition to the defence, but we've actually lost Chris Smalling. So in some ways we've actually weakened our defence because a lot of people are saying Chris Smalling might be one of the best options we can have, certainly in terms of experience and also consistency. The last year in Serie A he had a really good season. Now I'm not saying we should really compare that with the Premier League. It's a totally different animal. But it's probably a better option. I think we're all agreed it's no worse of an option anyway than that melter, Harry Maguire, or that absolute furniture maker, Victor Lindelof. It's no worse than that, is it? Oh my God. Nice one. Okay then. So yeah, thank you very much for getting in here. Smash the like button on the video, lads and lasses. If you have not done so already, please leave a like on it. That'd be awesome. Ice Queen Gaming says, I'm going now, pig, not feeling well. I hear you on that one, Ice Queen Gaming. I'm starting to feel absolutely melted as well. So I hope you have a good evening, though, Ice Queen Gaming. Try and get some rest. Yeah, I know that's damn depressing, Debbie. I don't really see how we can get fourth. Like, unless we do get a proper... Well, no, because we can't now. So I really still think we're going to leak goals at the back. Unless Twanzebe can come in and be that proper stopper for us. Or Mengi or somebody else. I still see us having the same errors and problems in our back line that we've had recently. I still see maybe De Gea could pop up and make a few errors here and there. I think Maguire's got errors in him. I think Lindelof's got errors in him. Even Bailly's got errors in him. So all of these guys, they make errors regularly. The first game against Crystal Palace, we threw that game away and we lost that game because of 2 Victor Lindelof errors. The game against Spurs, we threw that game away because of Harry Maguire, as he made 2 errors in that game as well, which led directly to goals. So, to me, those are big problems. You can't have your centre-backs giving away 2 goals regularly like that in games, and they often do it. And it's not good. You will lose a lot of games that way. You have to be solid at the back. Some of the best teams in the world, they're built on defence, and they don't even score that many goals. Like I was saying, I think there was a year where AC Milan won Serie A, and they scored 31 goals. But they won the league because they didn't concede any bloody goals. You know what I mean? So, yes, there's different ways to play. Yes, some people say offense is the best form of defense and all that sort of stuff. But realistically, the best teams that I can remember in my lifetime have all been built on great backlines, fantastic defences. You need a great defence. It's no good having the best forward line in the world if you've got the worst backline in the world, because you're just going to concede more goals than you might potentially score. So definitely not good. Definitely not good. Definitely not good to not have improved the centre-back positions. James comments, both teams outplayed us. Yes, okay, I understand what you're saying there, but also the backlines just made fundamental errors. So Victor Lindelof got caught for 2 of those goals in the first game against Palace, which if you take those individual errors out of the game, then we don't lose that game. It's as simple as that. Talk MU comments, Old Trafford, interesting question. Let me see if I can find Old Trafford's comment here. Old Trafford comments, can't we play like a 4-1-4-1 with Van der Beek holding, Matic and Bailly at centre-back, Pogba and Bruno in attack, with Mata and Rashford wide, Cavani up top? Sounds pretty nutty, mate. Matic at centre-back, dude. I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that. Pacey Souser. What's going on, Pacey Souser? This is football comments. This United side is so poor, conceding 12 goals. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful so far this season. Old Trafford, though, yeah. I mean, yes, I like the idea of that, actually, with the holding midfielder, but I don't know about Matic. Somebody wrote on my comment the other day saying, what about McTominay at centre-back? So we really are trying to scrape the barrel now. Now, McTominay did actually play for Scotland at centre-back recently, didn't he? But I don't really, I'm just not really feeling it. LA Brit, what's going on, LA Brit? Good to see you in here live. He says, hey Piggy, so Armand Traore actually cost 18 million with 19 in add-ons. Ollie is gone. Basically, this window was the sack for him. The owner's preparing us now with media leaks for his sacking. I'm going to shit the bed if I'm going to get sacked this season. I'm going to shit the bed. He deserves the time. I think you're right, though, LA Brit, though. It seems like that's the case. They've set him up to fail. They haven't addressed the key areas of the team that we need to address. He didn't even get his targets. Don't tell me any of these players were actually his number one choice targets. None of them are. Okay, maybe Donny's a good target on the list. Alex Telles would probably be quite a good target, but the other ones are just chance acquisitions, I think. They're just like, they're nothing signings. Solskjaer wouldn't have really wanted them at the start of the window. He might take them at the end of the window, but he doesn't want them at the start of the window. Martin Petrov comments, United need a better defence. Brighton should have won versus United in the League 2. Yeah, you're right. They should have done. They were very unlucky. Well, not won, but drawn or whatever. I mean, they definitely outplayed us. They were much the better team. So, yeah. Rushmano, thank you. He says, subscribe to the channel. Guys, give me some tips. Give me some tips to control, to help your throat not be sound so messed up when you're speaking a lot. Because listen to me. I sound like Sean Dyche. See, the thing is with Burnley is, I have to work on a shoestring budget at Burnley. You know what I mean? You're on about the Glazers being shit owners, yeah? When's the last time you saw Burnley spend £80 million on a concrete block? Huh? When's the last time you heard Burnley spend £59 million on somebody who's got a name like Penenders? Huh? Anyway, Batman Night Fan says, have honey and tea. Nice one. GGMUFC says, hot lemon and honey. Jimmy Marsh says, saltwater pig. You what, mate? Saltwater? I haven't got a freaking cavity in my tooth, bro. Paul Lucas says, lemon and honey. Disco Dave says, honey. Ashley Jenkins says, gargle saltwater pig. Another one. Yes, that's a good choice there, Jay Tendall. He says smoke less. That's a very good shout. It's a very good shout. It's actually, this isn't smoking related. I mean, it might be a little bit smoking related, but it's just illness related. That's what it is. Shivank Sabawal comments, bro, try having honey. Thank you. I'm going to try and have some honey. I don't know if I have got any honey, but I'll try and get some. Kermit DeFrita says, drink honey. My granny taught me that. Nice one. I'm going to do that. Wakey Wang says, drink hot tea with honey. Everybody seems to think the same thing then. Hot tea with honey. JS says, drink more beer and you will not care. 69, dude, says Jonathan Briffer. Timo says, lemon juice and bath water. It depends who's been in the bath water first, to be fair, as to whether I'm game. Rushmano says, throat sweet pig. Thank you, mate. Yeah, like a strepsil or something like that, yeah? I've drunk my tea now, which is the only thing that lines it. Rancid. I'm absolutely rancid, guys. I'm over here just rancid, aren't I? Sorry, guys. I'm rancid. Anyway, Dinaro Stephen, Tom Peterson, hello, says, eat sugarcane. Interesting, I might try that one. That sounds nice to me. I like a bit of sugarcane. Jay Tandall, he says, ginger lemon tea, mate, and sauce for the smoking comment. Oh, I'm only joking around, dude. You're right. I should give up smoking, man. Like, I try not to smoke as much as I used to, but I also fail. John Cole says, ginger and honey tea. Rushmano says, Rachel Riley pig. Exactly. That's the best medicine. Shadowaz Khan says, Pig, you need to quarantine. Yeah, I do. I actually do, Shabbanaz Khan. You're absolutely spot on, mate. I do need to quarantine. Trust me, I won't be going out or anything like that for the next few days while I'm ill. No doubt about it. Kermit De Fritas says, shot of brandy. Good shout. Stevie Mack says, did you hear the audio from the Martial sending off? Maguire showed no backbone and dismissed Rashford's protest at the decision. He is not a captain. I can't stand Harry Maguire as being a captain. No, I think he's a terrible captain. I really do think he's a bit of a gash captain. Like, we need a proper captain. Bruno's the man. We understand that Bruno and Harry had a bust-up at half-time in the previous game, which may or may not be true, and that's maybe why Solskjaer took Bruno off at half-time. Basically, Bruno said he's not fit to be captain, and I have to agree with Bruno Fernandes. He's not fit to be captain. Bruno is a vocal man in the dressing room, and he's a vocal leader out there on the pitch, and he should be the captain. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Bruno should be captain, guys. Heiko Firestorm Tiger says, gurgling with ginger root, brackets heat water plus ginger, strong but effective. Sounds bloody spot on, mate. I'm going to check that one out, you know. Hey, we got a super chat here from Tushar Gupta. Dude, thank you very much, Tushar Gupta, for getting in here with your super chat, man. That's very, 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 very kind of you. Thank you very much. Let me just read this out. It says, if deadline is to sign Sancho past on the August the 10th, then why did we not pursue other targets? If Cavani was the target, then why didn't we get it done before the season started? He has been a free agent. This board is disgraceful. Well, there you go, Tushar. You've got it bang on. Thank you so much for that. You are spot on, Tushar, with what you say, because the reason that they've got to Cavani is because they couldn't get Sancho. They didn't want to pay the money in the end. So he is just a literal plan B backup Poundland option. You know, he's a good option on a free, but that's what it is. They've just saved the money. Instead of investing and getting Sancho, all that they've done is get Cavani on a free. So you're right, exactly. They pursued Sancho all summer long, wasted everybody's time, wasted Dortmund's time, wasted our time as fans, wasted Jadon Sancho's time, and then they've ended up getting Cavani. And to rub salt into the wounds, they've not even signed Cavani and given him the number 19 or number 31 or number freaking 68 shirt. No, they've given him the number 7 shirt, which was going to be Jadon Sancho's. So it's an absolute joke. It is an absolute joke. Dean Flynn, how you doing? Wooter Class and J Blood, and you ever seen Mr. Justice? Oh dear, I'm ill as fuck. I'm going to sneeze again. David Murphy comments, Ed Woodward is a horrible little POS. Yeah, I'd say that's true. I mean, I think he is a little bit of a rat, isn't he? A little bit of a human potato. Sorry to say it. P.S. Thank you for that. GGMU FC for life says Maguire looks done at the highest level. Weird, isn't it? How it can quickly affect your career having just a bad period of time and maybe something off the pitch happening. Like, his confidence seems shot. He just looks like an absolute shite player at the moment, unfortunately. Like, very error prone, making all sorts of errors that he just should not be making all the time. Really quite disappointing from him, considering he cost 80 mil and considering he's our captain. Like, I think he should have had the captaincy stripped based on his summer, you know, what happened out there, let alone based on his start and his performances. Like, if Solskjaer has got some bottle about him, he will actually strip Maguire and give it to Bruno. That's what I'd do. Liam Mills, how you doing, Liam Mills? Carl Pitter says Bruno captain all day. Smash a 1 in the live chat for Bruno captain all day. I think it's got to be. I hope Solskjaer does it. I hope he's got the bottle to do it. Jessie Silva, what's going on? He says, Rooney. I wouldn't mind seeing Rooney come back. I saw him on my FIFA 20 career mode, FIFA 21 career mode, which we will be continuing tonight in about an hour's time, actually. So yeah, Brian Quigley, check out all those ones. Hayden Alessandro, Stuart Montgomery, Batman Night Fan, Sharon West Khan, Jimmy Marsh, Ibs Sidat, She Devils United, Ryan Bubbersmith 9, Vincent Bullock, Talk MU, Mr. Justice, Old Trafford. You know what, guys? I'm losing the will to speak here. I want to stay on here and talk to everyone. It's not that I'm losing the will to speak. It's that I feel like my brain's going to come out of my nose here in a minute. So, yeah. I mean, let's answer a couple more questions. You're a bunch of legends for getting in here. Please do smash that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Palmerius with the love hearts. Aaron Homeyard. Illy United says Bruno S. Major. I'm guessing that's good. I'm guessing that means he's like the captain or whatnot. Robert Heslap says Cavani will score lots of goals for us. Yeah, we need some goals in the team. We've got 17 across all three of our strikers or forwards last season. We need a bit more than that individually from one. Hopefully Cavani can add, get a bunch more. Thank you very much, Brandon United. He says, I just subscribed, Pig. Brandon, thank you very much for getting it in, lad. Sorry about the voice being hoarse and the snot coming out of me. But please, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, everybody. We will keep you up to date with all the latest goings on at United, with all the latest news and transfer news and stuff like that. But obviously, the transfer stuff's going to be going away for a while. We'll keep you up to date with all the rest of the Man United news, all the latest stuff to do with games and previews and reactions and news, everything. LA Brit says, take a rest, Pig. Sleep is the best remedy. Yeah, but I didn't actually get up until really late today, so I'm going to be pretty much up all night. Mark Revel says, have you had the corona test bunged up to buggery? I haven't, mate, no. I probably should, actually. You're freaking me out now, guys. Can't I just have a regular cold? But every time somebody's got a sore throat, it's got to be corona. To be fair, I don't think having a snotty nose, I've got lots of snot coming out of me and a sore throat. Now, I know that corona, you have a hacking cough. I haven't got a cough. Can you hear a hacking cough? I ain't got no hacking cough, lads and lasses. It's not a hacking cough. I've got snot and I've got a sore throat, but I ain't got no hacking cough. I have no uncontrollable hacking cough. No, look, you're right. It could be anything, couldn't it? Some people are asymptomatic, so I better probably, look into it, my friends. Marco says he doesn't have COVID. Rachel Boswell says, yes, let's get Jessie gone. Nice one, Rachel. Yeah, well, let's see if Porto want to come in and put a loan offer in. There's reports from ESPN tonight to say that's the case, that FC Porto are interested in taking Jessie on loan. Starbug UK says, go get a hot toddy. Thank you very, very much, dude. That's right. I need to get something, don't I? A hot toddy. I've never even had a hot toddy. What the bloody hell is a hot toddy? I've heard people say hot toddy. I don't even know what a hot toddy is, my friends. Robert Heslot says, you just got the common cold. I think that's what it is, yeah. I think that's what it is. Hissue! David Murphy says, bong lung. Crikey. Illy United says, flying pig Cobra United. Dean Flynn says, Pig, are you doing live FIFA after this? Yes, I am meant to be, yeah. But I feel like pretty ill all of a sudden, guys, doing this stream, I've been ill the last few days, but I've just been soldiering on. I'll tell you what, I'll get some paracetamol down me, I'll get some max cold and flu pills down me, lads and lasses, and we'll be back on air in about an hour's time, so don't worry about that. But what I will say to everybody is, please subscribe to the channel, come back in an hour and watch that show, because we're going to be doing a FIFA 21 career mode episode, Manchester United. We're going to continue the season. I know that's not for everybody, but if anybody's part of the Midnight Crew who wants to get involved, then please do. Give me an idea, lads and lasses. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're going to come and watch the FIFA stream later. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you will come and watch the FIFA stream later. MBG says, Pig, you currently have swine flu. Oh my God. Appreciate everyone commenting. There's lots of comments. Sorry if I'm missing your comments tonight as well. I have been melting a bit with the comments. I know there's a lot of comments coming through here. Shout out Tushar Gupta again for that super chat a moment ago. Shout out Matty the Rushmeister, Ryan Burberspin 9, all the legends and legions that are here tonight. Lots of you smashing the 1 in the live chat. I hope that's true. I hope you come back later and watch the show. Saint Fusion says, hi Pig, how often do you think Cavani will make it into our squad? I know he can bring a different style of attacking, but I can't see Ollie benching any of the starters. It really depends what Ollie wants to do. Do you know what I was saying earlier in my video today? And you may completely disagree with me, and I actually think Greenwood's a great option at right wing right now, or striker. But I think the strongest lineup that United could put out, let's say we were going into battle against a real top Champions League side, like PSG, say. I actually do think the strongest team we could put out, and this is kind of counterproductive for, like I say, for the progression of the team and the young players in the team. But I think the strongest team would be Cavani at the focal point at number 9, and then have Rashford and Martial on the wings. Like, they're both very adept at attacking those wings. I think Martial's a more natural winger than he is a striker. So if you had that goal scorer in Cavani at number 9 with that experience and tenacity, and you had Martial on the wing and Rashford on the wing, and they're swapping over throughout the game and stuff, it could cause all sorts of problems for opposition defences. And then, look, Greenwood's obviously a great creative talent as well. He can provide a ball in for Cavani. But we'll see, mate. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go, guys. I'm running out of tissue here. Soon I'm going to start having snot hanging from her face and stuff. So, sorry everyone. Robert Heslop, Tom Peterson says, hope Cavani stays injury-free for the season. Absolutely. Let's hope so. He is a bit of an injury concern sometimes, but if he stays fit, he can definitely bag a bunch of goals. To answer your question, though, I think he's not going to be the main man. I still hope Martial's number one choice ahead of Cavani, because otherwise, how's he going to progress and be that number 9? Unless Martial's going to play on a wide position and we just accept the fact that he's probably a more natural winger and maybe push more for Mason Greenwood at number 9, backing up Cavani. That makes a lot of sense. So that's what I think. Thank you so much, X. Oh, Ryan, you are proper keen on that one. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't see the rest coming through there. Yeah, try not to spam messages like that, X, but thank you very much for telling me to get well soon. A little bit harsh from Ryan Berber there, Ryan. Anyway, you've been timed out for a few seconds. Ellie's on the case too. Try not to spam, lads and lasses, but there you go. You've only been timed out. You'll be back next time. We'll be back in a few minutes, guys. But yeah, we'll just wrap it up, so it's all good. Thank you so much, Joel Best, Primot, Inny United, J Blood. I am going to leave this one here because I'm ill. I need to get some sort of remedy sorted out, but I'll try and be back in about an hour's time. I will be back. I definitely will be back, even if it's an ill stream. I mean, it's going to be shit, isn't it? If it's an ill stream, it's going to be shit. Don Piglioni with a cold. I mean, you can't sound like a gangster Sicilian, a Sicilian mob boss when you've got a snotty cold, can you? You can't. Maybe it makes it better, actually. Let's see if it makes it better. You come to me on the eve of my daughter's wedding, and you asked me to kill somebody for money. Anyway, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make it better. Thank you, Dan Lake. Appreciate it. Asan Akhtar says, smash a like. Thank you, Asan. Yes, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Also, subscribe to the channel. Sorry if it's a bit of a shit show tonight. I wanted to go a bit longer and chat to all you legends. P.S. Liam Mills, Rashmano, J Blood, MUFC, John Wayne, Mark Vu, Ellie, Ashley Jenkins, Young Lion. So, you know, so if you guys want to... if you guys want to come back after this video is finished and comment in the not live comments, I'll try and respond to you all there. So thank you very much, Robert Heslop, Illy United, Tom Peterson, High Times United. Oh, it sounds better, does it, Young Lion? He says, no lies. Oh, well, there you go then. You come to me and you ask me if Don Piglioni is a real Sicilian gangster. And I say to you, well, why don't I let my boys Rico and Tony answer that question for you with their favorite friend, the kneecapper. Anyway, St. Fusion, Kumar DeFreesis, J Blood, Gucci Love, Fred Cranham, Night Nurse, Blonde Brunette. Do you know what? It really depends on the mood, doesn't it, Fred Cranham, to be fair? You know, I don't have a preference, I'm not going to lie. I like them all. Pig likes them all. Dean Flynn says, go have a tea and see you then. Jonathan Briffer, Talk MU, Vincent Bullock, Jimmy Marsh, Sonny Battier, Robert Heslop, Tom Peterson, Hector Rico, Rod's Crackalackin' Hector. I'm just going, mate. I'm not feeling too well, so I'm just going to go get a little bit of maybe a honey tea down me or something if I can. Set up the FIFA. I'll be back at 5 to midnight. So subscribe, click the bell icon as well to be notified when we post and go live on the FIFA. We'll have a great chat and a great bit of bants then. Gabriel Lopez, Mr. Justice, Disco Day, Dan Lake, Jack2317, Asan Akhtar, Mangashu911 GT, John Coles, Batman33 Night Fan, sorry, not Night Fan anymore, just Batman Night. Robert Heslop, I love the green and gold avatar now, my friend. Big Fish, Robert Heslop, Mark Voot, Brandon United, Illy United, Tom Peterson, Mark Revel, Rush Marno, the legend himself, Jim Joe Bobley, Primot, Hector Rico, everyone, thank you for watching. Please do us a massive favour. Smash that subscribe button. I'll keep you up to date with the latest news in terms of Manchester United and anything, if anything happens, but also to do with the last few remaining days of the domestic transfer window. Hopefully we do sign another player, because I think we could do with Ismail Assar in the next few days. And hopefully we still got time to get a couple of players out. Sergio Romero, we've done him dirty. We should absolutely be trying to get him out of the club. And even if we have to pay some of his wages to go and play for someone else, he deserves to go and play football if that's what he wants to do. He's been a great servant for us. And Jessie Lingard, the time has come that he needs to go really. If there is a loan offer from Porto or anyone else, we should absolutely try and do that. But come back and let me know your thoughts after this video is finished. Have a good one, Crumpet, Antia, Sin Games, Starbug UK. See you later, Smeghead. Mark Vu, Dan Lake, and the Big Fish. That's going to be it from me. Thanks for watching. Have I been sat over here like that the whole time? I didn't realise I looked so shit. Oh, man. Supposed to be over here like this, like properly in the centre. I've just been flumped over here like this, looking like a melt. Anyway. Nice one, legends. Stay classy. This is the Pig. I'll see you there. Take it easy. Oh, rough. I feel rough. I feel roughed up. Anyway, thank you, Batman Knight fan. Jaziel Silva Diaranja, he says, is Cavani better than Marcia? I mean, maybe at the moment. But anyway, enough of that. Come back and ask your questions. If you want to ask anything, come back in at the end and comment in the not live comments. Thank you, Disco Dave. Thank you, Marky in Belfast. Appreciate it, Marky in Belfast. You're a top man. Everyone else, thanks for watching. These are the Patreon credits, just to say thank you to all the patrons that support this show and support this channel and believe in what we do around here. This is also going to get an upgrade soon because this looks a bit cash, doesn't it? But either way, all these names going down the screen right now. Big thank you to each and every one. Also, big shout out to Seaborn Gracias. Personal verbal shout out to Seaborn Gracias because he's going to be added to this list soon. Stephen T.Y., I am doing FIFA. Everyone come back and watch the FIFA in an hour. Sin Game, Stephen T.Y., Aaron Homeyard, Asan Akhtar, Robert Heslop, Antmo, everyone else. Cheers for watching, lads and lasses. I'll see you soon. Time to sort the old throat out and get some honey tea down me, I think, if I can. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you again so much for watching. Check out the links in the description to the socials and come back in a few minutes' time and have your say on anything and any of the topics we discussed, the window, Cavani, number 7, all that stuff. Come back and let me know. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. This is the big... Stay classy.